This is it, what? Fettuccine with the team, we getting lit. What? Got it rolled up, now who really tryna hit? One, puff, puff, then we pass. Then we pass. Then we pass. Bam, ba-da-dam, bam, bam.
Mm-hmm.
We them boys. We them boys.
I'm just gonna shake it off.
Hey, come on now. Who you know bringing in such an eclectic mix? You know what I'm saying?
Who you know better than that?
This is a very salad over here. It's your man EarthTone.
And it's your man, the real PZ, holding you down with the right dose of the highest notes.
Come on, y'all. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's been a little minute.
I feel like it's been a long ass fucking minute.
Where we been at? Where I been at? Where you been at?
Listen, it's a lot of shit going on out here.
I mean, apparently.
So I'm just surveying the situation.
Okay.
And big things are going.
You just surveying, so that's what you're doing?
I've been surveying, that's what I do.
You a voyeur?
Period.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely get into it.
I see you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm into a lot of things.
What is that test? It's like your BDSM NM test. What's it called?
It's not a BDSM.
It's like a sexual appetite test.
It's probably an ASMR.
No, it's not ASMR. It's an ASMR.
It's probably a NASA.
It's definitely not ASMR.
Might be a IRS DNA type thing.
IRS DNA?
Something like that.
You just saying acronyms. I feel like you just spewing acronyms right now. But it's cool though, because we like letters, we like words.
We the alphabet boys. So
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to do all of that.
Alphabet boys always after us anyway.
Speaking of the alphabet, one of our favorite letters is Q.
One of our favorite letters is Q.
You know what I'm saying? We like this Q plus shit.
You know?
And we got some art. We got another head-to-head, y'all.
We sure do.
Episode 66 in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Get your fix.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing your kicks. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about to get real thick.
It's real thick.
We got the first contestant coming to the stage. Should I bring him up?
Bring him to the stage.
We got the one and only Donnie. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen.
Big Donnie.
A newcomer, young boy.
Donnie can rap.
You know what I'm saying? Donnie can rap. I like that. I like that ad. I like the hashtag handle. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag handle. I like the IG handle.
To the point.
Donnie can rap. That's what he's saying. Q plus artist.
Period.
Based out of Las Vegas, by way of Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? So he out here. He been cross-countrying from the east to the west. Took a little trip them. New artist. First single he put out, Trophy, came out December 22. So, you know, a few months ago. Not that long. He just came onto the scene.
He just dropped in.
And talking about just dropping in, IG, Donnie can rap. There's very little to be found on this young man. I couldn't find... Like, there was relatively very little information.
Right.
To be found on his background, where he's from, how long he's been doing it, what inspired him to do it, what's his goal as far as doing it, what does he hope to get out of it. All you have is the IG. There's a YouTube, I believe, which I saw. He got a new video coming out for a new single. That I saw is coming up. But other than that, I mean, he appears to be in a relationship with a fellow Las Vegas artist, Q plus artist, called Ross Floss. Yeah, this is the first time I'm coming across the name and the artist.
Right.
But apparently they doing it up out there in Vegas. I seen a couple of the visuals. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of black love, which I love. And that's how they giving it up. Have you ever heard of Donnie? You know, DONNIE?
You ain't hit that artist outreach.
Oh, excuse me. I mean, you know, you kind of the specialist in that department. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of your bag in them. So I be letting you know what I'm saying? I don't be wanting to step on toes.
I mean, it's all good.
Okay.
It's all good. But fun fact.
Okay. Ooh.
Yes. He did have a birthday, so Aries season. Shout out to him. Happy birthday. His birthday is April 17th.
Oh, you got the deets.
Well, I mean, he had a picture. There's a picture there with a very beautiful cake on his Instagram.
Oh,
it's
so
all
it was
rainbow,
okay. Got you.
31 years old and whatnot.
I did see that actually.
And like, I was like, okay, shout out to Aries season.
Okay.
We already know.
I see you April's Fools and Aries 17th.
We all out here.
And all that. I like it.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
It.
Fire signs unite. No,
I like it. I like it. Well, I ain't hating. Well, Donnie is out here for his birthday. He out and proud.
Right.
And he got a new single. Well, this joint actually came out in February 23rd. Like I mentioned, he got a newer single is about to drop.
Right.
But this joint is called Drunk Shit. 2 minutes. 50 seconds, damn near 3 minutes. I kind of rock with this joint.
Do ya?
I got mixed feelings. Like,
do ya?
So I came across this one. Gave me it put me in a little kerfuffle. I ain't gonna lie.
Kerfuffle.
Yeah. I was going back and forth on my grades. I didn't really know. It was kind of in the same range. So it was a mid. I gave him a mid. But I'm going to go ahead and give him a 55% mid.
Okay.
And I'm going to break it down. I'm going to tell you why, right? So the beat come in and it's hard. Boom, boom, doom, 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 doom. Like he got them hard drums, that low subwoofer. It kind of got that cardiac audio signature, which I thought, I'm like, is this a cardiac beat? But then it had another audio producer tag on the beginning of it.
Cardiac. Who's Cardiac?
Cardiac, he make a lot of... I think he worked with Drake a lot, like early Drake, Trey Songz.
Okay.
He's like a known producer. He came out in that like that crop in that era. But he has that heartbeat, that flat line at the beginning of his beats.
Oh, that's a tag.
Yes.
Oh.
And that's his shit. When you hear that, that's Cardiac.
God, okay, that Mexico's Cardiac.
And I was like, oh, okay.
I see what he did here, the flat line.
Exactly. And you hear that in the beat, but then I think it's just they just use it as an audio sound, not necessarily the tag.
Okay.
But the beat is hard. It comes on, I'm like, all right. And then his voice comes on. He has a very smooth baritone, low sitting pocket as far as his flow. Very comfortable on the beat, very strong presence. When you hear him, you kind of perk up your ears. It's like, okay, who's this? What's going on? You want to figure out what's going on, which I like. Yeah, he's giving you all of that. The flow is there with a little bit of the southern drawl. You can hear he said Lithonia. He from Lithonia, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So he out there.
That's where Lil Nas X is from.
The Peach State.
No.
Georgia Peach is out there. And you could definitely hear it in this cadence. The song is well done. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really stand out from most other trap songs that you might hear nowadays or in the last 5 years. That's kind of the one thing that, holds it back a little bit, because if you put it in a line of the same type of genre, trap joints, right. Pick them out, you can't really pick it out different. If I hear it in the club, I'm a jam to it, get me hype, but he's not really saying anything crazy conceptually. He didn't really do anything that stands out on this. So it's like, it's a good song. I like the way he filtered the first part of the hook, give you that dramatic feel, and then the second part drop really hard. Boom. Like the Kalano Pins is catchy. Like the hook is like, all right, first of all, I never heard of Kalano Pin. And he made me go look it up. So I love when a rapper go make me learn some shit.
That's that.
And I looked it up and I saw that it was a medication for what is it? Anxiety,
right?
Epilepsy, panic disorder. So it's like, okay, why is he rapping about this pill? Why is he taking it? And then is he, advertising it or embellishing in it, or is he promoting it for you to be taking it recreationally? Like, what's going on? But it sound hard when he's like, I got two Kalano pins in the sun. I'm like, yo, hold up, what is he saying? So that was kind of, I like when artists can make me do that. Okay. What just happened? Is that my phone?
No, that's...
Is it still recording? I think it is.
Shut it down.
I think it is. There we go. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Slight technical difficulties, but we're right back at it.
We back though.
But I do enjoy when they can do that. You know what I mean? Take you back and forth and make you go look up something and it adds a little twist to it. And then he went in there and started talking French on you. Anything, Donnie, on CS La Vie. I was like, all right, I had to go look up that little phrase. Like, what is he saying on that? And I looked it up, and it says, such is life, that's life. Which, I mean, it's pretty much like, it's whatever. Like, that's kind of how I interpreted it. I don't know if that's the exact interpretation, but it's like, anything, Donnie, on whatever. Like, CS La Vie. I was like, okay. That was another thing that kind of bumped the points up a little bit for me. So I was going back and forth, and I was like, I don't really stand out, but there were a few things that kind of stood out for me, especially for this meeting, my first time here, this artist, and seeing what he brings to the table. I kind of like the presence. I hear the potential. It's a 55 mid for me, man. Like, I don't know if I heard it in the club, like I said, I'm wrecking shit like Ralph, King of the South. Like that, the line is simple, but it's like, all right, who referring to Wreck-It Ralph? And like, little metaphors and jazz. I love that little movie. You know what I'm saying? Just little shit. It's giving Barbara versus Shirley, though.
Barbara versus Shirley.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the bars, yeah.
Who is that? Like, that line missed me. Like,
I don't know. I didn't
get
that
that
line.
All right, okay, so it wasn't, all right,
either.
okay, so it wasn't just me. But that was another one where I was like, okay, I like it. It sound good, but I didn't really catch the reference. But shout out to Donnie, man. I'm looking forward to hearing more from him. Q Plus artist doing his thing on the rise. Just put out his first joint in December. Hey, man, drunk shit, 55% mid. How you doing?
How am I doing? Okay. I agree with a lot of the things that you said about this track. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I definitely love his baritone.
Got two colano peas in them side pins.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like when niggas come on the mic with their deep voice and shit. It remind me of like Pop Smoke. You know what I'm saying? Make the panties all wet and shit.
Got some what you do
like that.
Whoa, Dior.
Period.
You on the floor.
R.I.P. Pop Smoke.
Lower your tone. All right, yo, shout out to Donnie. Yeah, so I definitely dug it when the beat like just kind of storms on in. It's one of those type of joints. I'm not here for him. Okay, so "C'est la vie" is the way it's pronounced in French. So shout out. But I like sometimes motherfuckers get on the mic and they do different languages and then they mispronounce it.
Yeah, he definitely says CS.
Yeah.
CS la vie.
But that's like when Hove get on the mic and be fucking up Spanish words.
Yeah, but he needed an extra syllable, so he put the CS.
So I get it. It's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. But the whole thing about the Klonopins, when I looked it up, I was like, oh, you're not supposed to be doing this drunk. You might die.
But this is what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. Is he promoting this?
That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of confused
on a song
about
called
that
Drunk
too.
Shit. So it's like,
so I hope you know what I'm saying, just for the record that you all right. You're not out there doing that, mixing medications and mixing it with alcohol and drugs and such like that.
No.
It gets a little complicated.
No.
Can't really endorse that, but that's kind of where I kind of knocked off a little bit of the points because I'm not sure what that message is. But I do fuck with the record as far as like the way he sound, his presence on the mic. The beat's pretty dope too, and but it's really like it doesn't really stand out from a whole lot of other shit that's going on right now, like coming out of Atlanta or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Donnie for giving us a banger though.
Okay,
you know
come on, knocking off morality points.
46% mid.
46% mid. I'm like, damn, did we miss the grade? Or
no, I just gave it to you right now.
Okay, 46% mid.
46% mid for
55% mid. Okay, we was right around the same range.
55 plus 46, that gives us 101.
101 Dalmatians?
Yeah.
Dalmatians. Come on now.
Hey, you mispronouncing shit.
I know. Shit.
50.5 is the total for
50.5. Okay, 50.5 for our first contender.
Shout out to Donnie.
50.5, all right. And not too bad. No slouch.
Looking forward to more.
Ain't no slouch. Okay, so who we got next coming up?
Next, bring it to the stage. I have the pleasure. I have the pleasure of bringing this next one.
Interesting.
I haven't known him very long. But what I do know about him is quite fascinating. The next one is the illustrious Roy Kinsey.
Illustrious. Wow.
Roy Kinsey. Okay.
Illustrious.
All right.
Ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
Right. All of that. You know what I'm saying? Hypotheses and Socrates' philosophies and all of that shit.
Yes. Love it.
Shout out to Inspector Deck. Yeah, but Roy Kinsey, first of all, I know you have been buzzing about this dude for a minute now.
For a minute. It's been a minute.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about that for a second.
I mean,
how did you find out about him? What was your thing? What was your, you know what I'm saying? What was your excitement?
I actually just came across him, like, genuinely discovering new artists. I was working on the interview show, The Query at the time. You know what I'm saying? The joint that I developed for Slay TV.
Period. Shout out to Slay.
We was doing Instagram live interviews.
Right.
So this was kind of during the pandemic. And he was one of the artists that I had found doing artist outreach research, looking for artists to kind of interview that I would, pique my interest, pique my ear, pique my musical palate, my taste. And I came across one of his joints and I was like, damn, who is this? And I'm like, oh shit, this is a queer artist. I heard the voice, the sound, and I was like, all right. And then he was spitting, and then the shit he was saying, you could tell he was like a little heady with it, which I love a heady MC.
He is very much
we heady MCs over here.
Yeah. We like that shit.
And he was going in. So then I actually, reached out to him and I got him on the show, and he was super cool. We kind of clicked, and we just kind of been, keeping our eye on each other over the past couple of years. But yeah, super dope. And then we ended up working with one of his, in-house producers, Mike Jones. Shout out Mike Jones. So yeah, and then I you find out about somebody dope, you already want to tell the homies that's gonna appreciate it.
Period.
And that's how that went down.
And that is how that went down. And so here we are. We're gonna introduce Roy Kinsey like this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and break it down to you like this. So, Chicago born and bred rap-brarian, self-proclaimed lyricist, period.
Yep.
With a full-time job as a librarian for the Chicago Public Library System. Okay, so through recording for a while, he'd been recording for a while, but he entered into prominence during that time when you were doing The Query. He had a project out called Blackie, a story by Roy Kinsey in 2018. He came into a lot of notoriety then. Followed it up with an EP, More Roy, the same year, and then arguably an even more poignant record, 2020's full-length Kinsey, a memoir, which had been featured in, he had been featured in many Chicago publications, such as the Chicago Reader, Chicago Tribune, as well as Billboard, LA Times, and NPR. And wouldn't you know it, I did some artist outreach on this motherfucker, and we had kiki'd. We had very much kiki'd, and it was a very interesting key situation.
It was a cute kid. It was a cute little kid.
Very much a cute kid.
And the kid cute.
I'm very much in the kid.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? He's definitely a cool dude.
Yes.
Definitely a cool motherfucker, and we definitely look forward to more from him. But right now, he had delivered an EP called Volume 2, The Soft Life, and from it we get the single that we're reviewing today, Truly Iconic. Truly Iconic, and it was dropped the day before my birthday. March 31st, 2023. And it is a single, and I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a 61 loud.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 61 loud.
Okay.
Because, so the thing about it is it helps when there's more context around a song, when you can kind of get a story from the person. And, shout out to Roy for that, not knocking anybody else who isn't able to give a proper story. Every song I'm calling for that, but it definitely helps the listener experience, and music is always subjective. So if I connect to the song just a little bit more because you told me about it, then I can kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It kind of works a little bit in my fate. It kind of works a little bit.
Okay.
So, So yeah, I kind of got a little bit of his story, just kind of finding out like what type of artist he is, who's his inspirations, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of like gave me a little bit of a perception of where he coming from with the Truly Iconic record, which is very much a scale back record. You know what I'm saying? He's saying a lot of deep shit in there, but the way he delivered it, it's a lot of negative space, a lot of space in there. So a slower beat. A lot of, really, really like kind of empty, and he just kind of like giving you Truly Iconic. What's the shit at the beginning? Bitch, you take it small. You need to be taking big, bitch.
Yeah.
That shit caught my ear. You know what I'm saying?
Who was that? Was that a sample?
I think it is a sample. I didn't bother to ask or go into like where it came from, but I think it is like a meme.
Okay.
So he did put that in the very beginning and kind of like sampled it through. Let's see. Couple of key lines in there. Bust it like a pearl, 227 pearl.
Come on.
R.I.P. Juice WRLD. Black on black, that's love. I also love. Oh, hold on. Let me say it right. Black on black, that's love. I also love a swirl. I also love a solo. I also love a twirl.
Come on now. Yeah.
That's the shit right there.
Yep.
Like that shit, those few lines. So when you could say a lot in a few lines, that does it for me. You know what I'm saying? So simplicity, it may sound simple, but simplicity, excuse me, rewind that back.
Take your time, man.
Simplicity. It's not really a simple word, but it's not easy to master.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because you could be a little trite if you do it too simple.
Get a lot across with very little words.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you are like poignant, you kind of got some shit going on you. Like you know how to say, you know how to convey deep emotions with less words. So like we always like to say less. That's how that go.
Exactly.
That's how that goes. So you know what I'm saying? I fuck with the record a lot. The only thing is it's also not really that original. That was my only knock on it. You know what I'm saying? Mike Jones kind of did his thizzle with the track because it got like, I love the keyboard, the synth in it that kind of came in the middle, like
yeah,
the little swirly shit. Those kind of ear candy things I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But overall, it's a great joint.
61%.
61 loud for me. Wow. How are you feeling about this shit?
Interesting.
What you got?
Okay. You kind of hit a lot of the same points. You definitely hit a lot of the same lines and quotes that I picked up and grabbed up on. The beat was definitely, it was like you said, it had a lot of pockets. It had a lot of space. And he definitely took that space. He took his time. It's kind of like almost like a Morse code flow. Like very like, pointing and in and out, like kind of. I got a lot. I also a swirl. Like he was kind of. It was very whimsical. It wasn't really like, not like he wasn't taking it seriously, but it was light work. It was kind of like I'm just playing with it. Like I'm in the gym, like kind of just hitting the punching bag type of.
Can I also say his voice? He like I don't know. Follow me. He's giving like definitely queer Pusha T tonality.
Oh my God, come on. I said that in the interview on the query. That was one of my points.
Okay, I thought it was
you kind of just jumped in.
Okay.
And took stole my thunder.
My bad.
Nah, but it's cool because I'm glad you hear it as well. Because I hear the same thing. And I'm like, oh shit. I told him that before. Like he definitely, the same tonality is right there. Like you hear it.
It's there. And I'm a Pusha T fan. So that's why I just kind of picked that up.
That was one of the things that drew me to him as well. I was like, all right, come on. Did I get my grade?
No, you did not give you a grade. I gave him a 61. What did you give?
62.
Woo!
% loud.
Oh, wasn't seeing that one coming.
So yeah, that's why I was like, okay, 62% loud. I really enjoyed this joint. It was, like I said, he was kind of floating on it. It was whimsical, but he was still hitting you with bars and lines that were poignant. And kind of like you had to go back and like, okay, wait, what did he just say? And it was still a couple of lines that I didn't catch and didn't break down. He said a name that I heard, but I was like, okay, I don't know who that is, and I don't get the reference. He said, I'm preaching, or I'm quoting lines. I'm preaching something. I forgot the line, but it was like, all right, I got to go back and get that one. It's an aspirational song that's kind of talking about like, get your money, get your shit up. He not all about money, but he likes to do things that require money. So it's like, all right, yeah, I got to go out and get it. And he's putting it in a way that you don't normally hear it. Legend like truly iconic. Legend. You you comic. Don't look up, that's comic. My dreams big, it's cosmic. My green big is wireless. You know what I'm saying? Like, just giving you like little light bars and jazz, but the way he's saying it, it sounds like a light little bop, just a little, you know what I mean? That's why it gets up into the loud category, because it is a simple song. It's not that original. Mm-hmm. It's not that long. The hook is infectious and it's catchy. Yeah, it makes me want to go back and hear it. Like when I don't hear it, I hear the song in my head, kind of like humming the hook sometimes, and it brings me back to it. It's one of those joints, but. Yeah, man. Roy Kinsey. I kind of always look forward to what he's offering, and I'm usually surprised one way or another. This is another one of those joints for me. 62% loud. You got a 61% loud.
61% loud.
That's 121.
121.
What's that? 123.
123 is a 61.5.
61.5.
Average.
Wow.
Right. So 61.5 to 50.5.
Ooh, we have a winner of the head-to-head.
Head-to-head is Roy Kinsey.
Chi-Town in the building.
Chi-Town in the building.
Come on, man.
You already know.
So the most important thing, man, y'all got to go check these artists out. Let us know what y'all think, because we just two voices, two opinions. We happen to really connect on this one, but what do y'all think? Go check out Roy Kinsey's Truly Iconic. Go check out Donnie's Drunk Shit. And let us know what y'all think in the comments. Hit us up on the audio, stream it, watch it on YouTube. Yeah, man.
All of that. Show love to these Q+ artists and big up to both of them. We look forward to the output in the future more.
And that wraps up another episode. We're going to do it like we always like to do it. End it on a high note.
This is it, what? Fettuccine with the team, we getting lit. What? Got it rolled up, now who really tryna hit one?